Hello, my name is Vanda North, and I'm proud to be one of the founders of the Changemaker Group. Recently, the Changemaker Group have been doing a whole series of articles on staying ahead of the curve, because we feel now that we're coming out of all that we've been through for the past year and a half, we need to look at how can we do better? What lessons can we learn? I wonder whether you have heard about the new engaged, exhausted conundrum. Something to think about, isn't it? Engagement is something that in business we really want. It's a good thing. We know that if somebody's engaged, usually work is flourishing, they're feeling dedicated, they're motivated, they're professional, they're productive, all these wonderful, wonderful words. And the truth is that the people do actually feel that. And recent research from the University of Yale has said that along with that, people are increasingly being absolutely exhausted. So what happens then? They lose the ability to fall asleep. They lose their motivation. They become depressed. They feel guilty. They think it's their fault. They think there's something wrong with them. They become very anxious and very stressed. And if this isn't dealt with, it can lead very easily to burnout. At the Changemaker Group, we have a very simple activity where you can find out very quickly where you, your team, and maybe your whole organization is on the stress and strain continuum. And this is a very fascinating thing. You'll see the graph that we're going to share with you. And this graph shows that quite simply from high stress to low stress, you could put a mark as to where you feel you are at the moment. And every day, every moment almost, this can change. You can have a lot going on. So just put your little mark wherever you think is the right place. But the thing that is important is to look at the lower line, which is where we're looking at strain. What effect is it having on you? How is it actually impacting your well-being? Some people can function with high stress and really no strain. Some people can have low stress, but they are still experiencing high strain. It's very quick. It takes less than a minute to fill this in. And if you keep a record of these, you can see where you are and if you're managing all right. It is so important to prevent burnout. Burnout has now been identified by the World Health Organization as something to really watch out for, a disease that is one of the current new pandemics. So how can you prevent this happening in the workplace? First of all, it's really important for everyone to feel very supported by their bosses. It's very important that people have the necessary resources in all ways to be able to do the job properly. And it's very important that the work is spread and balanced so that people can see the light at the end of the tunnel. They can have a breather. There's now a new term, of course, and that is to be smart engaged. So you're smartly engaged. And what does this mean? It means that people have timelines that are reasonable and know what they are. It's simple as people taking a lunchtime, taking breaks, getting up from their computers whenever they're needing just to move. About every 45 minutes to an hour is what your body actually needs. It is being mobile free for at least part of the time, where this is an agreed for everybody. And it is having clear and communications so that if you do that little activity and think, I'm heading towards the burnout, you can speak with someone about this and say, we need to do something to work on my workload and stop me from becoming completely exhausted. At the Changemaker Group, we would love to work with you and your organization to make sure that everybody is engaged and that we have as few as possible exhaustions. Thank you.